Ray Ely's backyard in St. Matthews. He's got an incredible wonderland back here of all kinds of vegetables and fruits growing, and there's just hundreds of things to look at. And he's doing them according to permaculture design, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I noticed that you build these huge beds with the trenches, and you had said that that's so that you can get close to the plants and doesn't have to bend over so much.
Yes, that's right, Gary.
Yeah.
The trenches and raised beds help you reach to the center of each bed without walking on the bed. That's important to keep from compacting the soil. So the idea is to maintain the biological life that's in the soil, the worms, microbes, and all that stuff to benefit the plant roots. So after the beds are formed the first time, it's the last time they're ever tilled or walked on.
For years?
Until the end.
Oh, okay, until the end. All right. And then we're just going to look at a couple of individual interesting plants you have. And tell me about this one right here.
That plant's called Malabar spinach. It's not a true spinach, but it's kind of a tropical plant. And the worth of it is that bear in the summer months when it's hot, when a regular spinach plant won't grow in this area.
And so it is September 4th today, and it is just full of leaves.
Yeah, it actually just started really developing in early August, and it's grown, well, it's about 10 feet tall, and it's actually looking healthier and healthier. So these leaves can be cooked, they can be eaten raw, they can be sauteed, used in soup, and it's got another name called Ceylon spinach.
That is really good. Wow. Really
Real
good.
high in vitamins and very healthy. Notice the nice purple vine structure and the flowers.
Yeah.
So it's an attractive plant also.
Very nice. Now, how about these greens over here? You told me something about those that was very interesting.
This was an experiment I did. Fukuoka recommends that when you harvest your plants, if possible, you leave the roots in the ground, and all the bacterium that's on the roots continue to feed the soil. So as an experiment, I cut this chard off, left the roots in the ground, but then I just mulched and started irrigating the chard again.
When was that?
That was about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Look at that.
And as you see, it's making new leaves, and the new leaves are coming back tender as opposed to the old chard that I cut down, which had gotten kind of woody. So this will make a whole new crop.
Fantastic. You want to take a look at the apple trees over here? Go ahead. Lead the way. Move the sponge.
One thing that a lot of people don't know is that the size of most of your fruit trees is actually determined by the rootstock. And I'll show you a graft. Right here's the graft point. So a different tree root and a different tree sign are put together at that root joint and blended. The rootstock determines the size and some other properties of the tree, and the part that goes on top actually determines the variety of apple that you're doing. So these trees are on a dwarfing rootstock that even if you left it go, it might only get 10 feet tall. That would be as tall as it would get. Whereas if it was on a standard rootstock, it would get 30 feet tall. And to further control them, I'm training them to these wires in a kind of a European style, and the highest point that this tree will reach will be this top wire, which is about 5 feet. So all the fruiting will occur coming off these branches. By next year, all these branches will actually be touching each other a along the wire.
Okay.
So instead of growing up, they're growing sideways.
I see. And so these, do you let these grow?
Those will get cut off to a certain length because there will be fruiting spurs on it.
Okay.
But we won't let them go forever and ever
That's
out.
fantastic.
And this will get tied down again. So it'll just continue to be trained.
So you can just come out here and you can grab everything.
Yes, and also not only harvesting, but the spraying that I do, which is organic spraying, but it makes it much easier to maintain the spraying, and also the pruning.
Yeah.
So you don't have to get on a ladder to do anything.
And where do you get these apple trees?
These were mail ordered from a nursery in Washington State, but we do have some local permaculture-based sources for fruit trees and berries.
That's very interesting. Thank you. Really appreciate the tour, and we'll be back for other tours.